Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in to a special episode of UCTV Alive for Kids. Today's a short episode. We've got Risa Magnusson here, and this episode is just being broadcast to Children's University students. So if you're in the Children's University program, you're very lucky. Only you will be able to see this special episode because Risa is here to talk to us about the Ogoh parade that you might have heard about from your Children's University coordinator or someone at school. And she's going to show us how you can make one. And she's going to talk a little bit about the parade and how she got involved in it. So, Risa, the first question I guess that I have is, what is an Ogoh?
Well, Ogoh is actually, as we know, is this giant sort of sculpture, or should we say a giant doll, people said, made out of sort of paper mache and a bamboo sort of frame. And that's usually intertwined together and in the shape the way you want it to. People probably already noticed this one when they go to see the Ogoh parade in Tasmania.
At Mofo.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. And some of the Children's University students might have done the parade before, but some might not have. So it's a big parade where people walk down the street with the giant figure that is then burnt.
Yes.
This year it's going to look a little bit different. It will be much smaller, and it's mostly just children and their families who will go along.
That's right, yes. It is due to the COVID-19, of course, and that what we can do, we just do the small parade. However, the children will have the opportunity to build or to create, to decorate this their own Ogoh, the mini one. And then we can go to the parade together.
Great. Can you show us an Ogoh, please, Risa? I think some people might not have seen one before, or maybe a mini Ogoh that students can make.
Okay, well, this one is the one that already finished and completed version of the Ogoh.
Amazing.
So this is the one.
It looks fantastic. So did you make this?
Yeah, so this one is the one that I created just for the purpose so that the children can have fun and take a look at how we can do this one. So this, yes.
So you made this one as well, I believe.
Yes, and that one that you hold in your hand is actually made of tissue paper. And this one is just from the gift wrapping paper, cellophane, and any other recycled material.
So Children's University participants can make one of these themselves at home, take it to the Ogoh parade.
That's right.
And they can show it to everyone off, that they can show their families,
That's right.
But they can also burn them as part of the parade?
Well, we probably wouldn't burn the one that the children have, just because they usually love to keep it at home for decoration or for display. But then, yes, originally we can really burn this one. However, I don't suggest to people to burn the one that made out of sort of cellophane. We need to remember when we want to create this one is that it has to be environmentally friendly.
Sure.
So paper is a good one.
Okay.
Yes, but this one is just for the display. So why don't we just take a look at some others?
It'd be great to see some others that you've made.
That will be good. So here we go. So this is another one that we just created with the frame that's still in here. So this is just covered with cellophane, part of it. And we can take a look at the one that's already wrapped with the paper mache, and that would be good. So that's fantastic. So you can just show the part of the body test. That one is also made from the gift wrapping paper. So gift wrapping paper like this that I just cut into this kind of shape to make it easier when people want to decorate. So we can just sort of cut this one into small pieces. And there are a few other material in here we can use, and that would be the tissue paper.
So this is sort of showing what it looks like when you first start making it. Is that right, Risa? This is what it might look like at the very beginning when you first start making it at home.
Yes, that's correct. So the best thing to do is just to grab a newspaper, old newspaper, and we can just sort of cut the newspaper to make it easier. So it's just to make it easier to sort of put the glue together and to shape it according to the body of the insects.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we do it.
Yep.
And what we can do, people can use glue like this.
Mm-hmm.
So because this is also pretty good for children to use.
Mm-hmm.
It's also water-based glue, and that will be really good to use. And it's also stick together on the paper.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But for me, because I'm a little bit short of time, and also just want to get it done for this time, and I just use this masking tape. So this one is always magical, using this masking tape, and also sticky tape, of course.
Great.
So there are not many things that we need, basically.
There's not that much that you need. You can also, like, you've made this with some bamboo, but you could just use sticks from your backyard or from your, from your local park.
Yes, that's correct.
And like you're saying, you just basically need some sticky tape to kind of join it into a shape that resembles an insect.
That's right.
Now, people are probably wondering, why are they insects? Are ogohs always insects? And what does ogoh mean?
Well, look, ogoh actually derived from the Balinese words meaning sort of oga, to shake, and it usually represents the evil spirits. Mm-hmm. We call it in Balinese butakala, in the shapes that is sort of a giant, huge, and sort of more sort of ugly face, because that's how we relate to the evil spirit. So usually the people sort of create this ogoh. It's just the night before the Silence Day celebration in Bali.
Okay, and what's the Silence Day celebration in Bali?
Well, the Silent Day is a day of silence when people need to reflect on themselves and what they have done throughout the year, and the night before that they need to do some sort of cleansings or purification, and that's why they sort of having this ogoh to come out that they build. They usually just sort of to invite all the evil spirit to come out and to send them off during the burning. Okay,
so it sounds really special. So why are we doing it here in Tasmania, and why should Children's University participants have a go at making their own and go along to the Ogoh parade?
Well, at the beginning, everyone always have their fears, they're worried, and children especially, and it was hard for them to express. So by having this ogoh, there is some sort of a tradition that people sort of write their fear, they're worried, and everything else, and then they can put it into some sort of a box or either inside the ogoh, and then we can just sort of burn them off. So this is the sign, like sort of to give them a new start or a new beginning.
Okay, great. So it's a way of getting rid of fears, and to maybe write down your fears and recognize what you're scared of, and and get rid of it.
Yeah, and also to for a new start or a new beginning.
Great, Risa. And this, you're involved in the Ogoh parade, and you've come to talk to us about making these today because you're from Indonesia.
That's right. Yeah.
So could you tell us a little bit more about Indonesia? Maybe, I believe you've brought some words along for us?
Yeah. Look, for today's, we are going to learn a little bit of the Indonesian words related to insects.
Great.
Because the theme of the Ogoh is about insects. So we learn a few words in here. So this is the word that we going to learn together. Ogoh. Yeah. Parade. So this is pawai ogoh.
Great.
So this is talking about the parade, yeah. And ogoh serangga meanings ogoh insects.
Now, there's lots of insects words, and as you said, we're making insect ogohs. Is it insects always at the Dark Mofo Ogoh Parade, or does it change every year?
Yeah, it changed every year. The year before, we had the big giant spider. And this is the word that we learned. It's about the silent day, Hari Raya Nyepi in Bali. So that's the day of silence, but the day before, that's when people are having a celebration and also creating this. That's right.
So maybe if you're, if you're a participant in Children's University and you're thinking of having a go at making one of these amazing ogohs,
that's right.
You could look up these beetles, the stag beetle, what was the one that you just said, Risa?
Kumbang tanduk. So kumbang tanduk horn beetle. So
you could have a look at pictures of those insects, and why not have a go at building your own? You can just make it with some sticks, with some paper that you find at home. It doesn't have to look exactly like Risa's. Risa's been making them for a long time, so she has a lot of practice. But you could make something that looks really different to this. That's smaller, bigger. Just have a go, and we would love to see what you come up with. But that's pretty much it, isn't it, Risa?
Yes, I think that's it for today. What people need to remember is that just use whatever you have at home, any material, recycle paper, that would be the best. Leftover of gift wrapping paper and tissue paper, any other paper. Or some people like to use a bit of a fabric, and that's quite alright too. So, but just to make sure that all the materials have to be environmentally friendly.
Great, thank you, Risa.
That's all right.
We really loved learning today about some Indonesian words and finding out more about the ogoh ceremony. And we are really, really excited to see what you guys come up with for your ogoh, your mini ogohs. So that's it for today. We hope you found the video helpful, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.
Bye-bye.